always make sure your cap is on there before it gets put into the sink. Remove your buttons and your diaphragm. And on the scopes that have this here, take the tip off to be washed. Take your blue sponge with your soapy water, wipe the entire scope down. Make sure your knobs are unlocked. Hook your scope to your leak tester. And then you'll turn your up and down and left and right buttons to make sure that there's no leak on this part of the scope. Remove it from the water before you turn the leak tester off. Toothbrush and your soapy water, and use your channel brush run water through your channels until it runs clear. Then you'll take your wire brush, dip it in your soap or your soapy water, run down your instrument channel part of the way. These channels form into a Y, so if you go part of the way, then pull back, rinse, more soap, then run through the very bottom, straight down is your channel that you're going to go all the way through to the end of the scope. Run through your section channel, which is on the back part of the scope. Comes out here where your section comes up. Rinse. Then you'll take your cap, slides on. Then you'll have your syringe to flush your scope. Snaps in place and flush. Then you'll take your connector, snaps in place here. You take your syringe with your soapy water and flush. Don't forget to wash your buttons. You have your little tip. Then you let your scope follow its natural curve. And then you're ready to hook it up. want them to lay as low as possible so that they're submerged when the machine starts up. You'll have 3 connectors for each scope. This hooks up to where your water hooks up. And you'll have the single one hooks up where your irrigator hookup is at. Then you have your Y-shaped connector. This end will hook up to your suction, and the other part of the Y will hook up to your instrument channel. We do that for both scopes. And when you're processing only one scope at a time, the hookups that are not being used are disconnected and just laid in here with the machine. You will close the lid, make sure your setting is on wash and disinfect, and you will hit start. Your cycle's done.